Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I feel like I need to turn on the other light. Still it's dark in here. Hello, everybody. This is my introduction vlog. So, I'm here. I'm going to put on my press-ons, and I'm gonna put my roses in a vase. It don't sound like it broke, so let me just check on that. It didn't break. I put my roses in a vase today, so just got those earlier. But hi, my name is Halo, and I just wanted to introduce you guys to me. This is my little introduction video, my first vlog on this site, on my YouTube. So yeah, I love press-ons. I went and got my toes done earlier, but it's just like, I want to say for a little bit over a year now, I have not been messing with the whole acrylic nails thing. Like a month ago, I went and I got a shellac set, and that was cool and all, but for the most part, I'm not messing with them, drilling down my nails for no acrylics. I think that I may get some, like if I'm going somewhere or if I have a lot to do in one time frame, but I have become so comfortable with myself and my natural nails. I just clip them down. I literally just clip them down. My nails grow really long and strong. That's a blessing. I have really nice nail beds. Really nice nail beds. So that's good. So let's get it going. My name is Halo. I'm 31. I'm a Cancer. I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I moved to Houston, Texas when I was about 19 years old. Actually, I was 19 on the dot. I was freshly 19. I'm talking about I turned 19 in June, and I moved to Houston at the end of July or beginning of August. Like, it was all in like one whip. I had been waiting on it, you know, doing things to set myself up to go ahead and move out here. And that's exactly what I had done. So, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been doing hair for about 17 years. I say 17 years. I've been doing hair for about 17 years. And I still love it. I love the creative side of it more than anything. The working aspect, like, you know, always working behind a chair, it's cool. For the most part, what I love about it is connecting with my clients. When I get a client that I really can feel like we have a connection, or when I feel like somebody left me or I left them better than what they came to me as, then it's a beautiful feeling. I love the reaction that I get when I turn the person around or I give them a mirror and they really love their hair. I love that feeling, because it's just like, our hair can mean so little, but it can mean so much at the same time. Our hair as women go through so much, like when it comes to hormones, all that stuff, like just hair, our scalps, everything. It's just a lot being a woman. So that's my main love factor of it. And being my creative self, I get to really create and do what I want to do and stuff like that. Hold on. Hello. Recording a YouTube video. What you say? We back. I hope I remember to cut that out. I forgot where I was at. But yeah, that's what I love about being a hairstylist. The long hours and stuff like that, I think that comes with any job, you know. Working hard like that, I believe that comes with the territory of any job, for real. Sorry y'all, I'm trying to match these nails. That's the only thing that be aggravating about these press-on nails. You really gotta match them, and sometimes it's like, where's the damn match at? Sometimes that match really be non-existent, but I don't know. But so yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. I've been licensed for 12 years. I got licensed in 2012. right before I moved here, and I was like, it's on and popping. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So yeah. And then I moved here. When I moved here, I don't really want to say that I moved here for someone, but I kind of sort of did. Like, I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I had already done so much in Michigan. Like, I'd done a lot. Oh, I'm supposed to be, I'm thrown off talking to y'all. I'm supposed to file my nails down, stuff like that. I didn't find a match. Now I gotta do everything that I'm supposed to do. And I wear press-on nails, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing, y'all. But that's neither here nor there. So, I had really done everything. Me and my friends kind of jumped off the porch super early. So, it really wasn't nothing else to me to do that was holding me in Michigan. You get what I'm saying? Now that I look back, I don't regret moving out here so young. I kind of do miss the fact of building and finding myself at home in Michigan, because now I know what I want to do with my life, and it's just like, dang, I kind of wish that I was in Michigan to do it. I really love my hometown. So, but then I'm glad that I moved here so young, because it built my character like a bit stronger than I feel like it would have been if I would have stayed in Michigan. I met so many different people that I feel like I never would have met if I would have stayed in Michigan. I feel like when you in Detroit, unless you're traveling, you don't really meet a lot of people from outside of Detroit. You kind of like are stuck in like the Matrix. Not like the Matrix, but you only see it the Detroit way. And it's like moving to Houston, Texas. It's so many different people out here that you get so many different perspectives on the world to make you realize, like, you're not even really living for real. You ain't really touched nothing for real. And it's not even about money. It's just eye openers in general that I probably would have never came across. Even dealing with guys, the type of guys that I would have probably dealt with in Michigan, like out here, outside of me, the oil field, like technology, all of that stuff is like on a whole other level. You know, this is Texas, so the oil field is very strong here. And it's just different, you know? So it's just like, I just was exposed to so much more out here. It comes with the territory, you feel me? Like, it is a bit different because you don't have that genuineness of your hometown. You really don't know who's who, what they doing here, what made them originally want to come here. Are they running from something? Like, you just really never know. So that's the uncharted territory that it comes with. But other than that, I love the fact that I moved out here so young. I love it. It's different. I just sat here and put so much glue on this first nail trying to talk to y'all. But yeah, it's different. And I'm glad that I did it. And I got so many goals, you know, setting myself up for the future. Like I said, I'm 31 now, so my mindset has changed in so many different ways. Just, I'm learning to love life. Like, I'm really learning to love it, because I feel like since I moved away so young, away from my entire family, like, I don't have any family in Texas. My closest family member is in Dallas, Texas, and that's my mom's brother. And it's just like, I know him, I love him, but he's been in Texas my whole life, so it's just like, it's different, you know? So he's 4 hours away, and then I have a cousin, a first cousin in New Orleans, and I love her dearly. She has so much wisdom. She's older than me, so I'm able to go out there, you know, politic with her, parlay with her, get my little wisdom, and come on back home. These are not the same size. But ask me, do I care? Ask me, do I care? That's the beautiful thing about press-ons, because you can go back in a bunch. Like, if one don't last or pop off or whatever, you can go back in a bunch and then, you know, tweak it later. But now we moving on to I always do the pinkies and then the first nail, just so I can know what I'm working with. It's too small. But yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there. But yeah, I got goals. I want to get into a different field. Like I want to go into real estate because I've always had a huge love for homes. I have a huge love for creativity. I be on my little creative direction stuff from time to time, you know. I try to get in my bag from time to time, you know. Show what I can really do, show myself, you know, that I ain't lost it and stuff like that. It's kind of hard in Houston because it don't flow as naturally out here as it does in Detroit. Detroit is just a really creative city. Like, it's super creative. Like, everybody there, it just, they just have it, you know. They just got the sauce. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just come easy in Detroit. Everybody is on one accord. Like, everybody on one accord. Like, if you want to do something, it's so easy to find people who do that, and they not gonna BS you. Out here, you gonna get the runaround. They gonna take your deposit, all that stuff. Like, they be playing out here. If you ain't got a big name, unless they a super professional, like super professional, then they gonna be playing, and then it's gonna make you mad. So that's something that I had to get over, like, that I'm even working on now, like, myself. Is like what to expect and not to expect so much, so that I don't, so how do you say, to manage your expectations so you can manage your emotions and things like that, because people will really like get you there. They'll take you there, and it'll be hard to come back from it. But I think that I've done a good job here lately managing my emotions, just going through things and stuff like that. Going through the motions. It's kind of hard going through the motions in a city all alone, you know, where sometimes you just really need a hug. I've been there so many times where I just really needed a hug, and I didn't get one because all my family was so far and it's so expensive to get to them. But I made it. God is good. You know, like, mental health, everybody always talking about mental health. And it's like, it's a real thing. It truly is a real thing. Because if you lose your mind, it's hard to get back. It's really hard to get your mind back after you've lost it. And I say no. Okay, I found my middle fingers. Oop, that wasn't to y'all, but that was just to show y'all. I be putting a lot of glue on my nails because, for one, I'm a hairstylist. So I be wanting my nails to like last. And for the most part, they do. They at least last me a week. And I haven't used alcohol. I usually just file my nail down, you know, and then blase splizzy. And then I dust my nail off a little bit and I go from there. But I use alcohol this time because I've seen this girl use alcohol. And even though I'm a licensed cosmetologist, I haven't dealt with the nail side of things in a long time. So, you know, the girlies just had to update me, had to bring me back to ground zero. And it's important to, whatever field you in, to continue to educate yourself so that you always up to par, if you get what I'm saying. Because sometimes if you don't continue education, sometimes you will be out the loop, you will be forgetting things, and you're not really on your P's and Q's like you should be. Damn, I messed up this nail. I messed it up bad too. But I'm about to try to glue some. I messed it up bad. But yeah, like, it's good to continue your education on everything in life in general, your field that you work in, just going forward in general. Like, even if you are interested in doing something else, watch some YouTube videos. A lot of people be on TikTok these days and stuff like that. Go on TikTok. Learn something. Like, YouTube has been teaching me so much. Like, I watch a lot of guys on YouTube because I'm trying to take myself to a level in business. Like, I feel like men know how to push you. Like, I feel like women sometimes it be all about the looks, it be about the aesthetic and things like that. And lately, like, I've been watching YouTubes from this guy. I can't recall his name, but I took a lot of notes and stuff like that about being a bad person versus being a good person, and why they say good guys finish last, or why bad things happen to good people and stuff like that. Because I'm at a point in my life right now, the journey is personal, and the journey is journeying, baby. It is journeyman. It's journeying on my ass. And I'm kind of struggling to understand things. But that's a part of it, you know? Everything you're not going to understand right off the bat. And everything is not meant to understand right off the bat. That's an entitlement. Like, everything, we be so busy trying to understand why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? When it just negates the fact that it is happening. So what are you to do when your storms come? What are you to do when it's waiting time, when you got to sit through your storm and make sure that you're good? Like, what are you to do? How do you weather your storm? Okay, I found the nails for my ring fingers. What are you to do when it's time to weather your storm? When it's your waiting season, when the things that you want, you feel it in your spirit, is at arm's reach, but you can't reach it. Like, what are you to do when you feel it and you've been working towards it and working towards it and working towards it, but things just keep happening? Things just keep happening. Things just keep happening. It's like you on a path and you can see where you're going. Even if you can't see where you're going, you know you got this path in front of you and you got to be on it. You got to stay fast on the path. You get on the path. You got to stay fast. So it's just like, what do you do when you get tired? What do you do when a tree falls? What do? You done already leaped over so many trees. You done already been so tired. You done been so tired in the past, but you still was able to leap over that tree. So it's like conditioning. You feel me? You condition yourself. You condition your mind to have faith in your waiting season. You condition yourself to be able to stay the course. You condition yourself to be able to hop over that tree. At least make it. At least clear the tree. At least clear the tree. What do? You just keep going. When the Hurricane Beryl hit Houston, I called myself driving to Michigan, right? I'm just like, okay, I know it's going to be slow in Houston this week. I know it's going to be super slow. What am I going to do? I might as well just drive home and see my family, because I have been super homesick. I haven't seen my family in so long. Like, I haven't seen my family since last October. It's now August. It's the end of the first week in August. Like, this time is flying, baby. It's floating. Float on. Like that old school song. Who made that song? It's flying. So I said, you know, let me just go ahead and drive to Michigan, right? It's usually an easy breezy drive. I done drove a many places straight by myself, all that. But this time around, I hadn't realized that the storm was traveling to the Midwest. I didn't realize that I was traveling in the storm. I wasn't getting out the way of the storm. I was traveling in the storm. And the storm wasn't letting up. By the time I got to Dallas, like, it was a breeze going to Dallas because the storm had calmed and stuff like that. And I think because I went to Fort Worth, which is kind of going like West Texas, Northwest Texas, rather than me going east, you know? So I think that that's why it was a breeze. Like, it was super windy, but that was it. But when I left Dallas, I still had energy and I couldn't sleep. So I was just like, I'm just going to stop. My uncle went to work, so I didn't get a chance to see him. I seen his lady, chopped it up with her for like an hour. And then I said, I'm just going to get on the road, you know? I'm just going to go ahead and get on the road. So when I hit that road, so did the storm. When I tell you I traveled with the storm, it was no way that I could shake that storm. It was traveling to the Midwest. It was traveling all the way up to Ohio. So every step of the way, it was storming so bad, like to the point where I could barely see the road. Like, I could barely see the road. But you know what I did? When it rained so hard that I couldn't see, and I was seeing trees. in the middle of the road, 18-wheelers flying past me. I said, Lord, let me be able to make it to the next rest stop. Let me be able to make it to the next major gas station, and I'm going to just rest. And that's exactly what I did. I did that the whole way. Then I seen, okay, it stopped raining. Do I want to take a nap, or do I want to utilize this time where it's not raining? And I hit the road a little bit more. That's what I did. One time I took a nap, then I woke up, it wasn't raining, I hit the road. Next time it started raining so hard, as soon as I got back on that road, I said, let me just pull over. I didn't take a nap. I said, I'm gonna just wait till it stopped raining. I hit the road. The rain came back. But I never stopped. I never stopped for good, you know? I never stopped for good. I just took me a little rest. I just took me a little rest. When I got outside of Texarkana, and I was almost to Illinois, because I stopped in Illinois to see my cousin and his wife, I seen a rainbow. Like, at this point, it was daytime. I'm like, I can't keep driving in the rain at nighttime. I gotta really just take me at least a 2-3 hour nap till the sun start coming up. And then even if it rains, I can see a bit more. So I could do a bit more. I can withstand a bit more because I can see it clearly now. I'm stronger now because I have a bit more rest. And I could push on a bit more. So when I almost got to Illinois, the rainbow was so strong. It was not one, but it was 2 rainbows. God put them rainbows there for me. For me. He said, through your storm, I will bless you. Through the rain, I will bless you. As long as you keep going, I will bless you. Y'all don't understand, baby. I done withstood a lot of storms, but it wasn't until Hurricane Beryl that I understood. That I understood what was going on. That I understood what God was trying to show me. I went to Michigan and I kicked it with my family. I had such a good time. I was there. I was just having a good time. Like, I think I was having such a good time because, for one, I had my car and I could move around as I pleased and stuff like that. Then it was like, I just had a good time because I think that it was just meant for me to have a good time, you know, and I had withstood so much to even get there, you know. So I got to Michigan. I kicked it with my people, and when it was time to go, I was so sad. I was so sad. Like, I did not want to leave. Like, I did not want to leave. I'm just at a point in my life where my priorities have changed, you know. Like, I'm not just chasing a bag. I'm chasing love now. Like, I'm setting myself up for love now. Like, my love life, and I'm not talking about my love life as far as romance. I'm talking about my love life as far as the love that I'm surrounded by, the peace that I have in my spirit, in my heart, in my soul. How far do I gotta go to get it, you know? So when I was set to leave, I was just kind of like, I couldn't sleep the night before because I was just so sad, like, to leave. But I'm just like, gotta do it, you know? Let's get to it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Did it. Stopped in St. Louis on the way back to see my friend Brittany or whatever. Had a good time there. Was so tired that I didn't get a chance to leave when I was supposed to leave. But I still left in good time where I could be back in Texas before sundown. Like, I was really supposed to leave at like 3 o'clock in the morning so I could get there like 3 o'clock in the afternoon type stuff. Da, da, da. Still ended up taking a little bit longer and stuff like that. So it's just like, okay, it's whatever. I got to Texas at 6 o'clock in the evening to my entire house being ransacked. My door was open when I first walked in. Like, when I first walked up to my door, I seen the door was like cracked. So I'm like, my little cousin, my family, really like family, had the key to my apartment. Nobody had power in Houston. So I called myself looking out for him. So I'm like, did this Negro leave my motherfucking door up? He couldn't have left my motherfucking door unlocked. I come in, everything is everywhere. Empty box of condoms in my dining room. Glasses on the counter. Red Bull open on the counter. Bottle top on the counter. No bottle though. My couches are separated. The pillows is on the ground. My stool that I'm sitting on, my countertop stool, all the way over there. The filter right here that go in this vent right here. Not this one right here, but this one right here in the hallway. It's on the floor. I'll get to my room toe upside down. Oh, here you go. It's my nails. Cute and simple. Cute and simple. There you go. That's all you need. But Ramsay, empty boxes everywhere. Empty shoe boxes everywhere. They stole all my sneakers. I'm talking about from my Yeezys that I haven't worn in years, really since I got them, to my brand new New Balances that my mom bought me, my cousin bought me a pair, barely worn, to my Pradas, to my Alexander McQueens, to my Rick Owens, my Gucci shoes, my Gucci bag, my YSL bag. Every bag that looked like something, they took. Every cash dollar, they took. The safe I had, they took. The hats that matched the shoes, they took. Every single shoe that I had that wasn't a sandal or a heel, they took. Last summer, the economy hit so hard, so everybody in the service industry, as far as beauticians, barbers, and stuff like that, everybody took a hit because inflation. So I barely made it by the grace of God financially. I was so shook last summer. I thank God that I was able to go to Jamaica, and then I had to sit down the rest of the summer. Like, I was barely making it all the way up until basically the holidays. I was barely making it. So when the holidays hit, I said, I'm not even finna start spending money no more. I always buy new clothes and stuff like that because it's just like my style changes. I become more professional. You know, you outgrow certain things. But I'm just like, the shoes that I have, when you spend a certain amount of money on shoes and stuff like that, I don't really buy what's super trendy. I buy what I like. You get what I'm saying? And go with so many things, you know? So it's just like, okay. I was able to save some money because I'm just like, I need to be straight. Like, even outside of investing it, I need to know that I'm straight this summer. I can't go through it mentally like I did last summer. It was a big mental drain on me. Like, it's mentally fucked up when you don't know how you gonna pay your bills or how you gonna eat. And you got overhead in the business. I got a shop. And then you got overhead at home. Then you gotta eat. Then you gotta make sure you sustain it. With, you know? So it's just like, I thought that I was doing something good, you know? So for them to come into my place of peace and take everything that I worked hard for, everything that I worked hard for, they took my peace with them too, because it's just like, I couldn't stay here for a long time, you know, like, I just did not feel safe. And then it's just like, when you in a city all by yourself, who can you run to? You don't got nobody you can stay with. Who can you run to? You ain't trying to put every single person in your business. You ain't trying to really lean on nobody like that. You want your stuff that you work hard for. Who can you run to? This little rose died. I was defeated. I felt defeated. I felt defeated up until, I want to say, last week. I truly felt defeated. I felt like, not why God, but dang. You know, like, dang. I can't believe that my heart has gotten me into yet another whammy. I can't believe that I trusted this person enough to help them. And then it's just like, the first thing that everybody say is, you don't give nobody the key to your house. Like, it's my fault. Like, I get what everybody's saying, but it's like you can't even trust nobody to help them. You was just supposed to be coming here to lay your head down on the couch. When I left, I unplugged everything. I unplugged all my extension cords. I unplugged the TVs, because I knew that I was going to be gone for a while. And I'm just like, it's a hurricane. I don't want nothing, you know, super extra to happen. You know, you never know what's going to happen. So I unplugged everything. Came in. My TV was not only... My TV and this TV was plugged in too. But my TV in my bedroom was not only plugged in, but it was on. When I finally got through all the stuff, all the rummage, all the empty boxes, everything, because they just ransacked my room. When I finally got through everything, I'm seeing empty bottles of Don Julio. Remember I said I seen the top on the counter. Empty bottles of Don Julio. Condom wrappers in the empty bottles. My throw that goes on my couch. That don't leave my couch. On my bed. The covers is tossed back on my bed. I pulled those up though, because when I come home from out of town, this is the way that I was raised. When I come from out of town or on a trip, vacation, anything, or being gone for any periods of time, I like to come home to a clean house. I like to come home to a made up bed. Covers pulled back. It took me 3 days to get to the other side of my bed. To gather up the nerve to get to the other side of my bed. Cigarette butts and ashes on my dresser. This person that I trusted to help, to make sure they were straight, they said, me. He had not one, this is what he admits to. He had not one, but he had 2 women in my apartment. Not one, but 2. And one of them he had only known for 2 months, that lives in Texas. So you don't even know this person. You didn't even say, hey, cuz, I'm about to have Shorty over here. Not one, but 2. You couldn't have took them to a hotel or nothing. But then he said he was only here for 1 day. It's so many text messages just going back. You going back on your word. Like, which one is it? Which one is it? So it took me 6 days to realize how they got in my apartment. Because I'm like, you either let them do this. You was this drunk. You let them do this. Or you left somebody in my apartment. Or it took me 6 days to find out that somebody left, whoever was here, left my balcony door unlocked and sent somebody in here to come clean me out. They don't break in apartments where I live. They don't do that here. Statistic wise, they don't do that here. They don't do that here. And then it's like, even outside of the robbery, what will make you have people at somebody else's house at your big grown age? At your big grown age, what would make you have people at somebody else's house when they open their doors to you in a hurricane? And then it's just like, even outside of the robbery and having people at my house, you left box of condoms in my dining room. You left glasses on my countertops. You left empty bottles with condom wrappers in my bedroom next to my bed. Cigarette butts on my dresser. You said me. Somebody who's had your back time and time again. I thought we was like this. I thought we was like this. But God. But God. But God. God's got a blessing. And that's the only thing that's keeping me during this time. That's the only thing that's keeping me positive and keeping me sane. Because these material things, but your mind is not, your mind is not a material thing. You need that. You need to do things to protect that at all times. Put yourself first at all times. And that's not just to say F everybody else, but what I'm learning from that YouTube video when I couldn't sleep the other night at 4 o'clock in the morning, what I'm learning, why do bad things happen to good people? Because good people don't put themselves first. Because good people have bad ideas. That was a bad idea to let someone so irresponsible lay their head in my face. That was a terrible idea. When you hold yourself to such a stature, this is what bad people do. They hold themselves to a stature. So people call them bad people because they don't put everybody else first and they don't do what everybody else wants them to do. So people call them bad people. You have a poor idea of self. If you hold yourself to the standard, you don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You gonna hold yourself to the standard and you ain't gonna let nothing touch you. You got a poor sense of God. When you God body, you know how to move. You know what to do. You know boundaries. I could preach all day. This is me though. So if you want to hit the like, share, subscribe button, all that, I really want you to subscribe and like this video and stuff like that too. But if you make the choice to follow me, I'm going to put you so hip. I'm not your average girl. I'm not your average girl. I ain't lying to you. I'm not your average girl. I'm not the, oh, for sure. I'm going to slay some hair. I'm going to have tutorials on here from time to time, but I'm going to talk about business. I'm going to talk about real life. I'm going to put you hip to money. I'm going to put you hip to how to move. I'm going to do exciting stuff. Listen, if you're an all-around girl, this is exactly where you need to be. Now we about to put ice in this cup. In this vase. I might not use this. Let me see if this one is it. Yeah, this is kind of perfect. I'm gonna use this one. I only bought a dozen, so they kind of little. I might use a different one. Hold on. I might use this one or this one. I kind of feel like this one kind of better, especially. Let me use this one. Let me just use my tall one. Let's put some ice in here. I don't know why I put ice in here, but that's what they say to do. I'm gonna put this pack in here first, so we go in with the water. Oh, I almost just snatched off my nail just that fast. Dang. Just that fast, hating on me. Let's see. The first one. It's a little short. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going outside since it's so short. Oh, these thorns is. These can't be the thorns that Jesus had. Is these the thorns that Jesus had? Lord, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Lord. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Lord, but thank you, Lord. I guess. I received this in the mail, right? And I was like, what in the world? Who the heck sent me a ring? Like, who in the world sent me a ring? So I'm thinking, like, I got a secret admirer, but how do they know where I live at? Thank God I didn't scan the QR code. Thank God I didn't scan the QR code, because I Googled it and they said that it's a scam. When you scan a QR code, they basically hack your phone and hack all your information. So, I'm so glad I didn't do that. But I'm about to take pictures like somebody did it. So thanks for the free. Thanks for the free. What's it called? Moissanite ring. Got it for free because they ain't scammed me. But okay, guys, that was really just my introduction video. Sometimes you go through things and you get through things. But no matter what you go through, it's okay to take a rest. It's okay to don't stop, but just rest for a minute. It's okay to do that, but you gotta keep pushing. That's the only way that you're gonna see through it. That's the only way you're gonna see it through. That's the only way you're gonna get to where you want to go, or what God has for you. Because it's all in His will. It's the only way. So, my name is Halo. I go by Snatched by Halo on all platforms. That's my business name. I'm about to shoot content for my Satin by Halo. That is my satin sleepwear line, where I do satin pillowcases, satin traveling pillowcases, satin robes, bonnets, scarves, all things satin. I've been working on it for about 2 years now, and I'm finally starting to get everything together. And it's finally starting to work out in God's timing. That was the sermon for church. I've been back in church. That's been a sermon that the preacher passed about. If it hasn't popped off yet, it's not the time. If it hasn't popped off yet, it's not the time. And it's just as simple as that. That's not to say that the time isn't coming. It's just not currently the time. So keep going on your journey. Keep going on your journey. And if you're watching this and you made it to this far, I want you to watch. I mean, if you're not a Christian or whatever, but you don't got to be a Christian to read the Bible. You read every other book that every other man, wrote. Pick up the Bible and read, or even Google it on your phone. Read the book of Ruth, chapter 2. The book of Ruth, chapter 2. Comment below if you read that or made it this far. And I might got a giveaway for you. I might got a free hairstyle for you if you made it this far. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Halo. I go by Snatched by Halo. I love y'all. And there's so much to come.